This is a podcast
I'm gonna
about
play it in my ear.
This is a podcast sports and beer and sports with beer. This is a podcast about sports and beer and sports with beer. This is a podcast about sports and beer and sports with.
Welcome back to Game Day Chug. We have a new intro, a new live intro.
Welcome. It's been too long, my friend.
It's almost too long. The 1 week. We had what we call
We had a
an
hiatus.
off week.
We had a
It's
hiatus.
not really planned. That's just life threw us a curveball, and for the
Yeah.
first time in our tenure as podcast hosts, we decided to we're gonna take the week.
We took a week, and there's nothing wrong with that because there's
The
plenty
schedule allowed. You know,
the-
the schedule allowed.
there wasn't really anything to ride home about on a Tuesday night about a Super Bowl game on a Sunday, so felt like we could mail it in there. So
Everyone saw.
everybody saw like what are we gonna hit on? So there wasn't anything else going on.
Yeah, so you were up
I-
to your nose in it.
My God, man, I didn't know what. Growing up, I thought I was allergic to nothing, and adulthood has taught me that I'm allergic to a lot of things. And moving out here to New Braunfels has taught me that I'm definitely allergic to cedar. Good God, I woke up Thursday morning just plugged.
You sent a great video.
There's nothing going in or out of there.
You sent a great video. It looked like a collapsed cave. Like
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Exactly, dude. And then on top of that, my daughter was sick, my wife was sick, the whole house was sick. It was Valentine's Day. That sickening in itself, but
Oh, you don't love?
I don't like having to be told to celebrate love. Get out there and celebrate love. Don't tell me.
Hey, you better get out there and love.
You had an
punted.
You punted. Oh wait.
We
Valentine's.
punted Valentine's Day. We're doing it on the 21st.
Fair.
It's just
Fair.
we needed the Saturday. Needed a better Saturday.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, dinner reservation, surprisingly easy to come by.
I bet so. I bet so. You had no problem. I bet you had no problem making the reservations because people were taking the reservations. There's a lot of people on Valentine's Day there's a lot of people on Valentine's Day who typically don't take reservations on Valentine's Day.
It seems like almost foolish to not, because you'd like to have a head count.
Yeah, but they want, everyone gets an equal chance, first come, first serve, and that guarantees people to walk through the door because you can't figure
Last thing
out.
I want to do on Valentine's Day is mad dash to the restaurant to be like, do we get a table? Do we get a table?
Yeah,
It's going to be a 2-hour wait. I'm like, oh.
yeah.
So no, I'm not staying.
Bye.
See ya.
You had an interesting week. Capital murder, huh? How'd you do it?
It was Colonel Mustard with the rope in the foyer. Yeah, it was not Colonel Mustard. It was a man in Houston who shot one of his boys over some cash.
Ooh.
I had jury duty. Long and short of it.
When
I
you
was
say
selected
boys,
on Monday.
when you say boys, is that like a friend?
It was a friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or an
It'd be
acquaintance.
your own. You see, the problem with robbing your friends is that they know it's you.
Yeah, they don't take you seriously, or
Or you can't get away.
Yeah.
If you rob your friend, and your friend says it was him, I
Yeah.
know him. That's
Yeah.
my friend. He did
Uh,
it.
yeah. Yeah.
And so you have to leave it where he can't say that.
Mm.
Ergo the murder part.
So what makes it a capital murder? Like,
Capital means that it was in the furtherance of a crime. So you had to have the robbery for it to be capital.
ah, okay, okay. So you
Or there's
got
like
it.
certain people, like police officers, or
Like when whether there's five involved, it's a capital murder.
no, I don't know. There's no number, no number needed. I think it can be just one-on-one murder, but if you were doing something else too.
No, the amount of police officers. That was what you're saying. If there's like
No, I'm
five on
saying there's
the case or more, that's a capital murder. If it only takes three, that's
if
just
you lowercase murder.
lowercase murder.
No, I don't know. I think like say if you were getting a traffic stop and
Mhm.
you pow powed on a cop,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
that's a capital murder just because it's a cop.
Oh, okay. So if there's a cop involved, I saw a charge the other day. It was called indecency assault. Let that sink
Sounds
in.
like like
Indecent,
naked fight, naked
yeah,
fight.
inde- indecent assault. That's how it was. Indecent assault.
That's like a
Now,
nut. That's like a kick to the nuts.
yeah,
Everyone goes, "Oh,
yeah. Is that like what makes it indecent? Are all assaults not
low
decent?
blow. Low blows are indecent."
Like, oh man, the worst part, officer, was that he was indecent. That was the worst.
Did you see his hair?
It wasn't the fact that he punched me. It was the fact that he was indecent, sir. He was indecent
He
about
went
it.
he went low, officer. He went low.
He was
Ev-
low.
Everyone knows we keep it above the belt.
That cracked me up, though.
Well, if you stayed through the law and crime segment of the podcast, thank you. Like and comment. Um, comment your favorite your favorite violation. Uh, Share it. Subscribe.
What arrest
Um,
charge makes you giggle? Me, it's
Indecent
indecent
assault.
assault.
I like the
There's no charge. There's called decent assault. So why the indecent assault?
Yeah, I
That
need the distinction. I need someone to show me a decent one.
Yeah, I need an example of one of just an assault charge and an indecent assault charge. I need an example of both. I need to know what the difference is.
I had seen one where a Mennonite or an Amish guy was going back from the pub or whatever, and he was in his carriage, and he
Mm-hmm.
had passed out in his carriage, and the cop is trying to wave him down and flag him down, but he's not in control. The horses know where they're going. So like, are you gonna pull him over? He's like, he's not driving. What would I charge him with? He's not he's not operating this vehicle.
Very
It's a
true.
real fine line of the law. We need to get back to horse-drawn carriages.
Yes, yes, and I love also that we still like for engines horsepower. Like we still measure by horses.
Very antiquated.
Yeah, it's just we.
We
Yes.
talk about rockets and use horsepower.
Yeah, exactly. This
We're
thing's got
talking about
200 horsepower. How do you know? Have you ever seen 200 horsepower
pull
through
something.
pull something? What what kind of power is that? Do you think honestly this is 200 of those?
It's like I have to imagine that's an American invention. It's kind of the same thing as like the mile. It's like, how did you
Yeah,
come up with
yeah,
that and
yeah,
all of that? At one point, we just decided. I guess whenever they started building the car, and they were like,
yeah.
"Man, this thing, it has the
This
power of
thing's
at least 6 horses,
that's genius, Henry.
horsepower.
Horsepower.
Divide by six. Divide by six. Let's find the force of the horse. Hey, I'd like to, I'd like to change the name to Horse Force. Okay,
Horse.
it's the same meaning, but
It
it's so much
is.
better. It sounds
It is.
better.
And
It's
then
the equivalent to the Decent Assault,
and then
the Horse Force.
math equations were born because they were
Who's the
like
first one?
that was the first one.
The first math equation, Horse Force.
Gonna involve the horses and the horsepower and horse force. Henry, how many horses does it take?
By my count, I'd say that's about 8 horses.
I'd say that's about 8 or 10 horses. 10 horse
Do
force. That's what they
you,
call.
do you want to put 9 horse force to be safe?
That is what
Take
we
your
call.
average horse force.
That's an average horse force of 9. 9 horse force.
Oh, I don't want to go an hour on the horse force, but I certainly could. There's the
We're good.
Olympics. The Olympics. I saw a video of the cross country guys, the skiers. You know, it's not really skiing. They're running a marathon basically, or a 15K with skis on.
Oh yeah, and
And
it's
there
by
was a guy.
far the most boring
I mean,
watch on TV.
I just saw one guy getting it up the hill, and he had at least a half a horse force going up that hill. Like,
Half a horse force.
if you saw him, you'd say that's got to be at least half a horse force.
Wow, wow,
Um,
half a horse force.
I want to say that this is the most curling talk that has ever happened at a Winter Olympics.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
I'm
about
just
the
more plugged in, but curling is having a moment.
yeah curling. It always gets overlooked. It's always my favorite sport. It's like one of those. It's like
It goes the whole time. It's going. It started the Olympics and it's still going, and
yeah,
they're not at the end of it. And
no. I mean, especially with all the drama
we're
behind,
having drama.
where there's a lots and lots of curling drama. With the Canadian team for one, bunch of cheaters.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say that they cheated. Um,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
also heard that there's no referees in curling. It's like a gentleman's game. You're supposed to call your own fouls, and so
Wait, hold on. But was then
there's like no
what I saw?
pinstripe guy.
There's one pinstripe guy.
There's none. They have like a
Okay.
booth in the back, and the booth is for like rule questions
So
and
there's no
but
guy in
it's
a yellow like
there's no
polo
ref.
or something.
Ref, he's holding.
I must have
Ref.
saw I must have saw a video of AI, and that got me. That like there was this guy that was like hovering over, like backing up over and over, all the way, and slipped and moved all the stuff everywhere.
Yeah, that had to be AI.
That had to be AI. Had to be AI. Because I was just like, oh man, that bummer. That sucks. Sucks.
Um,
That's one.
they, I guess it was on Saturday. It was on Valentine's Day uh, that I actually watched a full curling match,
Mm,
and it takes forever. It takes
mm,
a long time to play one game. It's like 10 sets, 10 sets,
yeah.
and I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed watching. There was plenty to watch.
Yeah.
Um,
But there's
nice little
ways they
game of
could.
strategy.
There's probably some ways they can condense it and make it more TV friendly, though.
I mean,
But
we could just do 5 sets instead of 10, but that's
but
like
like
telling people they could have a golf tournament and do 9 holes instead of 18. I don't know.
curling is just like it's like the Canadian backyard sport that everyone probably grew up playing. Like, man, it just became an Olympic sport. It's like washers. I compare it to washers for us.
It's Olympic cornhole.
Olympic cornhole is what it is, and if you find that enjoyable, then curling's for you.
Uh, I remember I saw something that said that all of the stones, the granite rocks, are from the same island in Scotland.
They-
Like they pull them all from
Yeah,
the same
yeah, and they're
rock,
yeah. I,
which
I I heard that too.
cool, cool. But
Yeah,
as you
cool.
said,
Like why?
I don't know. I don't know how much it takes to become a master curler. And by watching, I got to see some of the rotation. You know, the thrower becomes the sweeper,
Yeah.
and so on.
To be master
I'm dealing
curler,
with
I say 10 months of dedication, 2 months of competition.
months.
Yes,
I need
yes,
to
10 months.
you just need to play a
10 months.
bunch. You just need to play a bunch.
That's what I'm saying. 10 months of dedicating, 9 to 5 each day. You wake up, you breathe and sleep curling. 10 months, two
You do
months of
your curl.
competition, and then in 1 year's time, you will be a world champion curler. That's what I think I could do the same with cornhole too. You give me 1 year's time.
Those guys are
I
legit.
those guys are legit, but you give me 1 year of just slinging this around,
Sling that bag, baby.
driving Texas
Where did they come up with the name Cornhole?
cornhole.
Corn
Well, it's pretty. Well, that's the thing.
Cornhole sounds like a butthole. If we're being honest, that's the way I would call it.
God
You
bless.
okay? What happened there?
I'm gonna
Did you suffer an injury
give myself a paper cut. Oh, that's gonna suck.
on the cornhole?
Yeah, no, the paper at the very end at the edge of the table. I barely skimmed past it, and it's like, "Sing," and I'm like, oh,
Well, this is really going to cut into your training time. You just
yes,
suffered a setback in camp.
I sure did. I sure did. And the worst kind. The worst kind. The paper cut.
I have a.
I
I don't know
stand by
if you've.
paper cut being one of the worst
I
injuries.
mean, you said it. You did the sound, the little sing. That is the worst.
Yeah.
I have what I'm considering a. You've heard the term nightmare blunt rotation. Um, that's
No.
what my. You haven't heard that term? Okay. Well, it's very internet. Sorry.
Sorry.
My beer selection for the night is
Uh,
we're scraping. I've got one coffee left, one French press
oh,
left.
brother.
I've got an art car. I started with the Topo Chico seltzer, and then
Oh.
I have this monstrosity.
Oh, man.
That is a Bud Light.
Yeah. That looks like an old school Bud Light, too. Is there a date on that?
Um, it entered my house on New Year's. Um, we're really just scraping. We're scraping.
Yeah.
You know, I had 2 weeks to prepare. I'm still sitting in the same
All right.
spot.
I'm,
I gave
I'm,
it I, I gave it just as much of a try as I did the hour before the last podcast to try to get the table and the electricity to work over there. I didn't buy any more drinks, so here we are. We're just winging.
yep. I just got Miller. So nothing special over here.
It's always impressive when you fill up the pitcher, though. The pitcher always looks nice.
Yeah. I do it for the people.
I
This,
do it. I do it for the people.
that's the
A
that's
lot of people, love the pitcher. You know,
that's
some people they don't like the pitcher.
that's the worst fest man right there.
That boy has been in the dishwasher.
Yes, yeah.
Let's see. I have some other things written down Olympics wise. Let me see what else I got.
Um,
Hockey.
yeah, we've had a lot of wipeouts. I feel like this Olympics has given us a lot of crashes
Yard
on.
sales.
Yeah, a lot of crashes on the mountains. So that's been cool.
They had to cancel the back half of an event because of a snowstorm coming through. I don't remember what the event was. Hockey is starting to get good. We're through the group stage, and so there's a collision course between us and Canada on the way.
How about those women? Those women, huh? They're playing for gold, aren't they?
I don't know. The women's hockey team is playing for gold.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Fantastic, fantastic. I
Fantastic.
there's two
You
brothers who play on the U.S. team, the Kachucks. I don't know if you saw that clip. Um, there's a guy who plays on the Oilers who I think maybe he was German, and they were chirping him during the game, and he said something like, "Always the bridesmaid, never the bride, eh?" Like he got him in the Stanley Cup, and now I got you here, and I just keep giving it to you. The Kachucks, they're America. They are America. I want a hockey team. I want a Houston hockey team. And I think that there's actually some positive rumblings. We say that every now and then, but I think that there's some positive rumblings on the hockey front.
I
The
think we'll get.
H.
I think we'll get it soon. But yeah, women's hockey team U.S. is going to be playing Canada in the gold medal game. So
Well, come at me, bro. I'm ready for you.
we're coming for you, Canada.
Uh, I only have one more Olympic headline, and it's about 2 weeks old because that's how long it's been since we last did this, and I've had it bookmarked for that long. Um, have you seen the thing about the the ski jump? You know where they get all flat and they try to fly as far as they can.
Oh yeah,
Have you
yeah.
seen the thing about the men's competitors and their enhancements?
Oh, I heard a little bit about it. You know, it
Well,
didn't.
I studied. If you'd like to, if you'd
Yeah,
like to
it
hear
didn't
more,
help me to investigate more into it, but it sounds like you have. If you would like to
I
dive,
have, I have,
have the floor here.
um, and so the long and short of it, pun intended, is that the gentlemen in this event, uh, they're trying to get any aerodynamic edge that they can, and what they've come up with is that they were injecting their dongs with a type of fluid to basically just make it bigger. And they did this for the sizing of their uniforms because it it would give them more V, more area in
How
between
come
the
you?
legs.
But how come you just can't tell the tailor that? Are there rules?
Because it's because
There are
it's a
rules.
sport about aerodynamics and lift and drag, and so they're trying to make the suit. I think there's a tolerance of like 4 centimeters, like across the suit, as to where you can have some floppage. Otherwise, everything is like tight to the skin. Well, if you inject your meat, you can you can expand the area between the legs and give yourself a little triangle flap of resistance to the wind.
Mm. And
And it's
that,
said to improve the performance by up to the length of a car.
really, I was gonna
Yeah,
ask. I was gonna
it's
ask.
like it's
Is
like
there any
3 to 5
study
meters.
behind the if it
Yeah,
works?
the Olympic Commission has looked into this, and
Wow.
it's a 3 to 5 meter advantage if you inject your meat.
So, so how big are we talking? Like, how big does the meat get?
I think just big enough to make an impression on the inner thigh there.
And then
Um,
you go in, get the
I mean,
jersey
like
size,
you've
or
you've had an MRI before, right?
yeah,
You've had an MRI, and they inject the contrast, like
sure,
they put a dye in there.
yeah.
I doubt that the needle is as thick, but I imagine it to be the same kind of deal. You're just
But
filling it with like a jelly.
and then they just go in and then they get tailored for their suit basically. Suit comes, penis is shrinked, and
And
then
now I have a little flap of
and I
resistance.
have a little flap of resistance.
Yeah, now I
Who
can
thought of
beat my
this?
competitors.
Who thought of this? Which country thought of this?
You know, I can only assume the French.
Yes, it's me, the French.
I have the dastardly plan.
I have thought of this
Okay,
magnificent plan.
so we enlarge the sausage. We enlarge it. I don't know. I can't really do that accent. I only have a Trump accent, and that's really all that God gave me. Um, I I can do a British accent from now and again, but that's about it. What else do I have here?
Funny.
I have uh, I have golf is back. There's been two good golf tournaments that I've watched probably a combined hour of. But golf is back. They played Pebble Beach this last weekend. Let's see, NBA All Star Week. We had we
Trash.
had no we had no All Star weeks for the first 25 weeks of this podcast, and then we hit them bangity bangity bangity, and we got two now.
Was
Um,
what was the first one?
the Pro Bowl.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know they need to get rid of all of them. Get rid of all of them.
I understand that people were a little more happy with this NBA All Star game than they
I
have been in the past.
Yeah, but why? What? Why? I mean,
I know the dunker, what's his name, McClung. He
yeah,
didn't he didn't do it this year
no,
because he wants to be seen for more than his dunks. He
yeah,
wants to play on an NBA team
yeah. He
instead
wants
of getting a two-way contract to do the dunk contest and then get shipped back to the G League.
he wants to be a real player. But the dunk contest sucked. It was the first. I watched a little bit of that. That was Saturday night. It was the first. It was the first one. On Saturday night All Star. It was like the first one. It
The
was
first
before the
event of like
yeah.
they kicked it off with the
It was
dunk contest.
It was before the 3 point contest, before it all, and it was just strange. I mean, it sucked. I mean, how many dunks can you do? I suppose. I mean, even Matt McClung, I wasn't necessarily impressed with his stuff.
I The only reason that I saw any dunks is because a dude hit his head on the corner of the backboard, and it looked like he gave himself a
Yeah,
pretty mean,
and it went boom there at the
pretty mean concussion.
yeah.
A little concussy for the boys.
But couldn't tell you one player. Like, just I don't care.
I think that the biggest NBA news of the week was the uh, Kevin Durant burner account
Yeah, dude.
talk.
Yeah, dude. I wanted to talk about that a little bit.
I only know like what I've been told, so
I only
let me
know
have it.
I only know what I've seen as well. I mean, he's apparently there's this burner account where he's bashing his Rockets teammates. He's calling Jabari Smith
The R word.
the R word. Um,
He's saying he doesn't have a
I
lot
won't
of
say it.
mental
Uh,
horsepower.
I was debating in my mind back and forth whether I should say it or not, but he was saying that and saying how like the Hornets have good young talent. If you over the Rockets' young talent, I don't know. Sounded like a drunken. Uh, if it is Kevin Durant, it doesn't sound like it was a sober Kevin Durant on the talking. You know,
All I know is that they were doing warm ups and everything, and they just kept showing him on his phone, as if he was like, I don't know if he's doing damage control or trying to.
really.
I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of video of him at the All-Star game just on the phone.
Wow. Um. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It would be. It's heartbreaking if it is true. You hate to see it. But if it is true, get him out the door. Get him out the door.
There's just some
If it is
tough
true,
convos.
if it is true, he needs to leave this off season. And then your legacy's tarnished, like almost completely. Because what? Why would we traded we traded some of our young assets, a good player in Dylan Brooks, brought you in to lead this young group, take them to the next level, be that mentor, and then you're going to turn around when mid-season, when things are a little bumpy, not playing too well, you're going to turn around and then call them out and really deflate, young players' confidence. Um, no, get out, leave, leave.
I'll be
That's
interested on the follow-up to find out. I don't know if we'll ever find out if it was really him
yeah.
or what. Someone's going to ask him in a presser.
You would hope. You would think.
I know you would.
I
'Cause,
would. I would.
Mr. Durant.
Just to
Yeah.
clear the
Hi.
air.
Hi. Tyler Johnson with the. Um, do you think that Jabari Smith is a R word?
Yeah. Um. Uh. Yeah, I don't know. I hope it's not true. But yeah, you gotta ask him that question. You gotta hold him accountable, and that's why it's a burner account, so he can say no, it wasn't me. But
But we all know everyone. Kevin Durant is the one NBA player who is
yeah,
known to be very Twitter active and also to have had burners in the past.
yeah, and
So it makes for blood in the water.
and guess what? If it is true, if I'm Tillman Fertitta, if it is true, guess what I'm doing? Guess what? This is what I'm doing. Go home, Jay. Go home, Kevin. Go home, Kevin. And then I'm not trading him.
You're just gonna let him expire on the.
I will retire him. I will retire him. Don't
Well,
come to the facility. Don't come to the games.
conduct detrimental to the team.
Stay away from the team. But I'm still going to pay you. I'm still going to pay you to go be way over there. Way
Yeah,
over there.
yeah.
And what are you going to do? You can't. You're
You're
getting
gonna
your
break
money.
your contract if anything.
Yeah. Yeah. And
That's
then
disappointing to hear.
it is disappointing to hear. I don't. It doesn't make any sense to me why anybody would do something like that, especially somebody in Kevin Durant's position. But if it is true, then that speaks a lot about the man that Kevin Durant is, and that's why he's bounced around the league.
Yeah, I mean, there is pudding to search for proof in. That's
Maybe
the issue.
Draymond. Maybe it wasn't Draymond Green's fault.
Dude, if all this time Draymond was right.
All this time, Draymond was right.
Oh, I would hate that. That's bad for my it's bad for my framework. I've got a real good framework here for how I viewed Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Um, we're gonna keep
Oh,
bouncing.
CJ also cut his hair.
Yeah, yeah, that was really soon
Yep. Yep.
after we had recorded.
Yep. That's a step in the right direction there, bud. As we
Oh,
stated on this podcast, but in the
my
past,
kid just woke up.
there.
My kid
Oh,
just woke up, and I'm the only one here. Hold on.
chase the fight. Chase the fight. That's what the Astros logo, whatever slogan, thing, is this year. Chase the fight. They're fighting for a chance to chase the fight. Is the fight October? Is that what they're chasing? Chasing October? Chase the fight. The more I say it, it grows on me. I like For the Age, though. I think that should be their whole thing, but I get it. Not everyone has the same love for Houston. It's hard to have that, I suppose. I don't know. I want to like Joe Espada, too. I want to like him. I want to like Joe, but God, he just doesn't inspire me when I hear him speak. I'm not inspired. What are you doing for me, Joe? I need to be inspired. Don't tell me how to play. Inspire me to play. Don't tell me the plays. Inspire the plays into me. Something. Whatever this is the last time. Make up your mind. I'm so happy, jump. I'm so happy, jump, clap. I'm so happy today. Jump, clap, spin, stomp, stomp, hey. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, and nothing's gonna bring me down today. Uh-oh. That may have woken up my daughter. Oh no.
Hello, Game Day Chug podcast listener. You're hearing this message because on the night of recording, my son woke up and I went to go take care of him. And by the time I was done with that, TJ's daughter had woken up and my daughter had woken up. And so we punted on Tuesday evening, recorded again on Wednesday evening, and the recording was a fail, a technological disaster. I have to blame myself here because I'm not familiar with the ins and outs of recording like some of the big dogs. But it's a learning experience. I'll know what to do next time, and there will be a next time. It will be next week for episode 28. And we'll have to have a good flight fight for you to make up for the lack of one this week. We did have one. It was fun to do, but it's lost to time, and you'll never hear about it. There you go.